Good morning, good to see all of you.
Inside this classroom, every student arrives eager.
Today we're going to be covering emotional self-awareness.
Ready to start off class with a fresh attitude.
I'm going to show up and show out. I'm going to show up and show out.
I've never experienced anything like this in all the facilities that I have been in, and I recommend this program for everyone.
Michael Rangel
I saw your hand in the back too.
comes to class ready to soak in these life lessons, from starting a business to empathizing with others.
When you hear the word empathy, what comes up for you?
Rangel came to Colorado from out of state via the Interstate Compact. He's now working with Breakthrough, a program designed to teach people the skills they need to stay out of prison, starting before they've even left. Working with inmates like Louis Russo, who was convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison.
I want to put myself in the best position I could to find meaningful employment should I ever have the opportunity to be released.
I invite you to challenge me to step up.
Ronnie Williams was convicted of murder and given 44 years in prison. He says inmates aren't used to being taken seriously.
Man, the human dignity aspect of it, for me, every Tuesday that I came in here, I didn't feel like I was in prison. I felt like I was a person. I was treated like I was a person. And it made me feel like, like I was important.
You feel invested in, and when you feel invested in, you are going to make better decisions.
Ashley First works for Breakthrough, helping those who've been incarcerated find a path forward, both outside and inside prison.
Reentry should start on day one, because the reality is that 90% of people who are incarcerated are going to come back home, and they're our neighbors, they're our coworkers.
As a former inmate herself, she knows exactly what these guys will face once they're released. In Colorado, recidivism rate, or the number of people who end up returning to prison, is one of the highest in the nation at 44.9%.
It is a really big problem. Most people go back to prison within the first 3 years of their release.
First says that's why programs like these are needed, to make sure people can make their second chance work.
One thing that Breakthrough does is give people hope, because hope really acts as that barrier between what's perceived to be impossible and the possible.
You feel like, hey, you know what? You had a mistake. Let's try to get you right.
Hector Castillo is serving life in prison for murder. He knows inside everyone's timeline is unique. For Ronnie, release is still years down the road.
It's at least 16 years out before I see parole. So
Others, like Hector and Lou, know that date may never come. But the lessons from Breakthrough and mentors like Lou, Hector, and Ronnie are helping inmates like Michael plan for the day he'll walk out of here.
January of next year.
He spent weeks learning skills like communication and teamwork, as well as how to interview for a job and build a resume.
Or like job searching. So much has changed since I've been in prison.
In a few months, Michael will be released. He knows it won't be easy.
It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to make mistakes. It's about learning from your mistakes and taking those experiences and growing.
He's ready to find his own path forward, outside, ready to roll with whatever hand life deals him next.
Thank you all for participating. You're all amazing.
The Breakthrough program operates in programs in La Vista, Arkansas Valley, Colorado State Penitentiary, and Centennial Correctional Facilities. They also support people every day on the outside, regardless of how long it's been since they were released. We'll bring you more about that side of the program tomorrow night at 9 and 10. Rachel Grouse, 9 News.